Poppi is a brand of prebiotic soda that started in 2018. Thank you for your suggestion.
Throughout humanity's existence, there have been ideas, strides, and accomplishments. Simple changes that redefine everything. For example, this will be the last moment you ever think of soda as being a dirty word. And that's because this soda, Poppi, has none of the bad stuff. Instead, it has all of the flavor. The future of soda is now, and it's called Poppi.
Allison Ellsworth started her career on the road, conducting research for the oil and gas industry. After 7 years, she felt it was taking a toll on her health. She had traveled town to town across the U.S. for over 10 years, living in hotels and eating on the road, and not really living the healthiest of lifestyles. She had experienced that bloating feeling in the stomach when your gut kind of always hurts and her face was always a little red. She read online that drinking apple cider vinegar could help with a lot of those issues. One thing that seemed to help was drinking shots of apple cider vinegar. Unfortunately, Ellsworth hated the taste. Ellsworth took her discontent to her own kitchen. Allison started Mother's Beverage after learning about the benefits of apple cider vinegar, which helped her lose weight, feel less bloated, and had clearer skin. But the taste of the apple cider vinegar wasn't appealing, so she went back into her kitchen and began to whip up some different drink concoctions. She brewed up batches of tea and prebiotic sodas, aiming for a tasty, fruity, shelf-stable drink that was low in sugar. I started just tinkering around for months on infusing different vinegars and simmering down raspberries, Ellsworth said. She began experimenting with recipes to make the beverage more palatable. She eventually concocted a blend that caught on with the friends and family and neighbors. Finally, she came to a drink that was a bit like a healthy soda, a bit like kombucha, but a whole new thing. Her husband, Stephen, who had become her co-founder, liked it. They named it Mother Beverage. Allison Ellsworth was pregnant with her second child at the time. However, mother was also a reference to the mother, a term for the beneficial compounds found in unrefined, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. The pair developed the prebiotic drink by trial and error in an effort to address Allison's chronic gut health issues. The Ellsworths sold Mother Beverage at farmers markets in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Their most popular flavors were blueberry sage, lime ginger, raspberry rose, and pineapple turmeric. After 3 weeks of selling at the farmers market, a buyer from Whole Foods approached Allison. 18 months into the business, Mother Beverage had grossed around $500,000 and was being sold in Whole Food markets around Dallas-Fort Worth region and more than 200 Albertson locations. The bottles were being sold for between $2.99 and $3.59, and for the couple, they were expected to make $1 million within the year. It was such a pivotal moment for Mother Beverage, Ellsworth said. I was like, okay, I'm not going back to work. We're quitting our jobs. We're going to open our own production facility. We're going to put our whole life savings into this. She admits it was a little risky, making this leap just 3 weeks after Ellsworth had sold their first bottle of prebiotic soda. Perhaps the biggest widespread attention came for Mother Beverage came in 2017 when they pitched their soda on season 10 of Shark Tank, which was released in 2018. However, the episode in which the Ellsworth were featured was filmed in 2017, and in the episode, Stephen says he and Allison actually started the brand 18 months prior. The Ellsworth came onto the show pitching a $400,000 investment with a 10% stake in the company. They first pitched Mother Beverage on Shark Tank, stating that one glass bottle cost between $2.99 to $3.59, and featuring the bottle with a much less flashy design. Their product attracted an investment from Rohan Oza, co-founder and managing partner of CAVU Consumer Partners. Oza was the only shark to offer a deal to the Ellsworth. In the end, he invested $400,000 in Mother Beverage with a 25% stake in the company. Following their Shark Tank appearance, Allison and Stephen Ellsworth took a good look at market research and came to a decision that they should change the name of their product. As it turns out, vinegar is a polarizing term. Some consumers like the idea of down-home basic ingredient, while others have a knee-jerk negative reaction based on the relationship with the taste of that naturally sour liquid. Plus, Mother Beverage may have been somewhat confusing. OZA helped Ellsworth rebrand what had been originally called Mother Beverage to the catchier Poppi prebiotic soda. Poppi is a soda that contains prebiotics from agave insulin and cassava root fiber, apple cider vinegar, fruit juice, and sugar, according to the company's website. One can of soda is reported to contain 5 or less grams of sugar and 35 or fewer calories. Just as they were preparing to start selling Poppi through a network of grocery and specialty stores, the global pandemic suddenly devastated the landscape of retail sales. It was a significant hit, Stephen told Forbes in April of 2020. As a new brand working to get placed on the shelf, we were the last priority. In a quick and ultra-smart fashion, they pivoted and switched to online sales and grocery delivery services. They also began donating Poppi to hospitals and communities in need, and it appears their strategy worked. In November 2020, Poppi reported a year-over-year growth of 531%. In August of 2021, the company also closed $13.5 million in a funding round. They were selling almost exclusively through Amazon. And as it turns out, Billie Eilish, Mila Kunis, Jennifer Lopez, Kim Kardashian, Olivia Munn, Ellie Goulding, Nicole Scherzinger, Halsey, and plenty more stars were huge fans of Poppi. Poppi's soda brand advertising included music and sports as brand pillars. In 2023, Poppi soda featured music by electronic pop artist Jane and the Boy in a TV spot. In 2024, Poppi announced a brand partnership with American rapper and singer Post Malone in the wake of his public announcement that he would cut traditional soda from his diet. The brand also debuted a sponsorship with the Los Angeles Lakers. In June of that year, Kristen Cobbs of San Francisco sued Vinegar Beverage LLC, the Texas-based corporation that manufactures, markets, and sells Poppi. The class action lawsuit alleges that one can of Poppi contains only 2 grams of prebiotic fiber, which means a consumer would need to drink more than 4 Poppi sodas in a day to realize any potential health benefits. If a consumer were to drink this many sodas, the suit states, Poppi's high sugar content would offset most, if not all, of the reported gut health benefits. Poppi reached a settlement of $8.9 million and is awaiting court approval. In March of 2025, PepsiCo announced it would acquire Poppi for $1.9 billion. The acquisition will allow PepsiCo to evolve its portfolio and expand its better-for-you offerings. PepsiCo did not share when the sale would finalize. Today, a 12-ounce can of Poppi costs between $2.39 to $2.49, according to Target's website. Their best-selling flavors are Doc Pop, Orange, and Strawberry Lemon. Now it's one of the biggest soda brands in the U.S., outselling Coke and Pepsi on Amazon. Poppi offers a variety of low-sugar flavors, each with 25 calories or less. They include classic cola, root beer, watermelon, cherry limeade, grape, raspberry rose, ginger lime, lemon lime, wild berry, orange cream, cherry cola, strawberry lemon, orange, Doc Pop, cream soda, and cranberry fizz. You can find these brightly colored cans of fizzy goodness in grocery stores nationwide, including Whole Foods, Target, Publix, Sprouts, Kroger, Safeway, Albertsons, and Walmart. So what do you remember about this iconic soft drink? Leave a comment below and hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Eric C. Productions. I'm bringing back memories from the good old days. Thanks for watching.